What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today, I gotta figure out how to navigate through here. Hold on. It's just the way I parked. I came out to this job like 2 weeks ago. They had a leak. I knew dude, they've had nothing but problems. Of course, the old beautiful Rude here. So they had a leak in the condenser coil about 2 years ago. Then they had a leak in the evaporator coil, and this thing ain't but, where are we at, 2019, man. My assumption is this lake over here, this little pond, gets dyed, and I think all the chemical, because it was all white and like corroded at the bottom, was eating away this coil. So that got replaced. Came out to just do a maintenance the other day. Shout out to Curtis. And they were saying, hey, you know, it feels like it's not running as well as it has. I was like, all right, popped it on. Sure enough, it was low. Now, it wasn't astronomically low, but it was low enough. So I just messed around. I pulled the insulation up here just to kind of see. And I don't know if it's going to be very transparent, but there's oil galore. Like that, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah. You can see it really good there. So we're going to determine if we need to dig all of this up, because it probably goes like that because it's the third story in. It's a townhouse. You guys been in this neighborhood with me. Place that filter dryer because ass. But yeah, that's what we're going to do today. We go figure it out. We go chop it up, get it done, get it rocking and rolling, get them cooling. So if y'all don't mind, smash that like button, consider subscribing. Let's get into the video. Now I'm gonna have to figure out how much I'm gonna be able to get filmed, because we're gonna have a helicopter. He just pulled up. You might have seen him waving. I'm gonna pump what refrigerant I have into the condenser, and then I'm just gonna pressurize here. There's the leak. Always just shut your liquid line all the way down. That way it just pulls everything right back into the condenser. Best part about the Rudes, man, and reams, you ain't gotta jump out that reversing valve. It's already straight and cool, so that makes it super nice to work on. And then I'm gonna shut the suction line all the way down, and I'll back it up, usually about 8 to 10 rotations, because it's about a 1/4 inch, so get two full revolutions, or quarter turns, that is. There it all goes. Ozone, 215 standing pressure. I'm gonna go ahead, push my contactor in, let that liquid line get sucked all the way back. Oh, you pig. Stupid ass. Got it down to about 20 PSI, solid. But first, kill power. Yeah. It's definitely right here in this suction line somewhere. Might be right at that damn coupling. I didn't pull it back that far. Let's go ahead. You know, I'm just gonna take this all the way off just in case. In case y'all are wondering, here in Florida, line sets are under the ground. They're buried in the soil. They come out through, it just is what it, yeah, it's gonna be this coupling right here. 100%. Go ahead, just throw take that off so I don't hit it. Throw this nitro on there. I got Sam. I mean, it should be right there, man. And there's some trace amounts in there. It is what it's okay. Let me get my big blue. Got old big blue there. You don't want to spray it. You want to stream it. Or something like that. You just... I'll tell you. I mean, it's on this video. I know it is. All that oil, man. There wasn't that much oil before. And you let it like sit, and the little micro bubbles will. Oh. Yeah, I thought it was down. It might be down here, so I'm gonna have to still dig that up. Give that a few seconds to kind of set up itself.
How are you today?
Good, how you doing?
I'm alright. I just called Spectrum and told them to fix this.
But get on it.
I mean, you wouldn't think having all these connections open to the weather is a good
It
thing.
doesn't seem like a good idea.
No. Did you find it?
This thing. No. It's all crap, man. And
My brother had a washer and dryer that
Yeah.
someone gave him that they bought for their house in 1984.
still good.
Well, they gave it to him when he moved into his house.
Okay.
Like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
He had to replace it this year.
What, it was from the 80s?
Yeah.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, now it had that, the washer had the giant agitator on it, but you know what? His clothes were cleaner than most people's. Because of that agitator.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Maybe you can't put as much in there, but I think
We'll
my
sacrifice.
daughter don't overload the washer and dryer anyway.
Yeah.
It's not going to get as clean or as dry.
I love it.
You know, my daughter's like, I can fit all. I go, that's 3 loads, not 1.
It was picking up there. There was. I mean, I sat on that thing for a minute. It's such a micro leak. It's not even. The bubbles ain't even picking the damn thing up. So I'm gonna go ahead and just bleed it off. As much as that, my H10 actually died. That's why I was using my field piece. And I left my power pack thing, whatever that thing's called, from Milwaukee. So we're gonna bleed that out. I'm gonna go grab my, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm just gonna cut like here, that way it's accessible. I'm gonna cover this valve with some wet rag from Refrigeration Technologies, unsweat this, do the same thing over there. I'm gonna cut that out. Ideally it would be nice to go inside, but it's here. Whatever, sue me. Put my stuff away and we'll get this thing going. For that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bend this kind of the same orientation almost as what I have down there now. Should really be about, yeah, that looks decent. I'm just gonna cut it a little bit higher, that way it's not in the ground. Make it a little bit prettier, I guess. Yeah. take this little top piece off here. Like, it's so fucking, it's just like, it just, copper's just so bad nowadays, dude. It's so bad. Like, come on, there's no reason. Like, it just, look at that. This is bullshit. A reamer tool. You can also just put a pair of needle nose in there and ream it out. So that looks good there. Let's cut this out. So, unsweat this, cut it down here, unsweat this, we'll be good. Alright, got that tape, got that whatever cap. Gonna unsweat these now, pull them off, get the new shit ready. Got them all covered up real good. Alright, yeah, that's the time, give it 10 minutes, that's the pressure, just put it in, brazed up, clean up all this copper, wrap my torches up, don't put them away, that's turned off, put all this stuff away, clean up all the trash, make sure I didn't leave any tools behind, holding steady, I like it, make sure that doesn't do anything, yeah, and what we'll do after that, bring out our vacuum pump clearly, got power right over there, pump this thing down, get down but like 50 microns or something, and release the charge, get on with the rest of the day, but y'all know the drill. So confident in those joints, I've wrapped it back up, put my torches away, put the nitrogen away, plus it's been 14-15 minutes, dropped 2 psi, so plug's over there, let's go evacuate it. Usually I just do the single hose, half-inch hose on one side, but what I've been doing is putting the quarter with the half on the valve core. Feathers killed a bird. That way, essentially, we got 3/4 of one side, so who really needs true blue when you got that scenario? So that's what I've been doing, like just like this. And again, these CPS freaking valve core tools, my favorite so far. They're a little bit bigger in terms of length, but we could always use a little bit of extra length. So I'm gonna get this one here like so, throw on that hose, get my hands, and then I'm gonna put a valve core there with my micron gauge on the back, and then we'll break the vacuum with the charge that's in there a little bit. That way we can isolate it off of our micron gauge. isolate this side from that side. We'll go ahead and turn this all off. I gotta figure out where the button is. Make sure that bad bitty don't rise. We're at 506. Give it a few. I'm gonna clean up my cord here. Put all that away. In the meantime, y'all sit there and watch that thing, see if it rises. All right, was on there for a few minutes. We didn't rise. So what I'm gonna do, I will isolate this, take that off. We will, well, break my charge, break the vacuum with the charge, but to save my sensor there, I'm just gonna shut that off, get all my hoses there, and we will release this thing. I know it's gonna be good. Y'all don't need to see it, so I'm gonna see y'all in the truck. Right. And like that, we go conclude the video, y'all. I'll put a screenshot of the end pressures there. It's all good to go. Life is good. Nice 10-degree subcooling. That's what it required for an 82-degree day. It's 85, so that's good there. Few announcements. First, Trollco is running a 15% saving Halloween thing. If you click my link, just don't use my code, use Spooky15, but if you go through my link, it still helps your boy out. You know what I mean? I got kids to feed, I got dogs, you know. I got a wife. I'd like to treat her to something nice, but I can't afford it. What else we got? A couple months ago, month and a half ago, I was on a podcast, HVAC R D. If y'all didn't check that out, I'm going to put a link to that as well. I'm going to put a link to that, my next coming videos, and probably go back. But it kind of gives you a little backstory on who I am a little bit. Basically, we just shoot the shit, kind of go over, you know, our journey into the trades and all that. And of course, if y'all missed it last night, HVAC Nights, we did like our little pilot episode, nothing crazy. Reliable HVAC R, the homie Adrian, the big homie Curtis, y'all know him as HVAC guy. We were all on there just chopping it up. My audio was terrible. My mics weren't working. I apologize, but it's gonna be a good time. I'll put a link to that channel. Go subscribe to that channel, man. It's freaking awesome. We're gonna it's just gonna be fun, man. It's a community. We're all gonna come together. Comment on the shirt because y'all are gonna love it. What else we have? Oh, with that, y'all already know. Smash that like button if you could. If you're new here, consider subscribing. We have a good time. And of course, to all my subscribers, y'all already know. I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Later.